With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Right to the air. Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, here's Murray. This to the outside for Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing now is Murray towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I'll bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Murray now to throw. This is taken in by McBride. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Murray now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away.
You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
There he goes, right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ingram will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
This one goes underneath to Walker, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
On 1st and 10, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw on second down is Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first intercept. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And again, it's Ingram. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brad, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you are without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Ingram. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Kaiser White. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Cardinals 20, Seahawks 7.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Up the middle, Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Tariq Woolen in on the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now a 2nd and 6. Come on. To throw is Murray. Quick slant to Brown.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Murray now on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Marco Wilson.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Cardinals 34, Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Smith now on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just...
There he goes, left side.
He may go.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now down to 20. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cardinals 34, Seahawks 14.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. 3 drives, 3 points. 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 3 drives, 3 points.
Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
To throw is Smith. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. L.J. Collier. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Green. Deuce.
Play fake. Murray. Pressure comes and down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
The Seahawks signed Wosu last free agency, believe he could be the top edge rusher and make plays like that look routine. 9.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles last season. Certainly seems like a smart investment on their part.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Geno. And my goodness, another interception.
picked off by Marco Wilson.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They go screen. This is Ingram. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down at 7.
Murray now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Murray. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A quick throw here out to Brown.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over.
Touchdown! Trey McBride with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Prater for the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Carlos Watkins drops it for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. with Walker. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now down to 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're running. Ingram. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First and goal, Arizona.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf.
38 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
This is 1st and 10.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 53 yards.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, it's Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Smith.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Smith to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. And Smith here, an audible at the line.
Back to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Smith.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Here's 1st down.
Green.
Back to throw, Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very petty decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so back.
Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I had to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up.